On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
I was speaking specifically to my own experience as a young girl. Young, immature, not immature, but just like, yeah, I just didn't have a direction back then. So,
Anton, why you always got to say what somebody said that they didn't say? Say it again. What did I say? What did me and Lauren both say? Because it wasn't true. You said that we said,
Lauren just admitted to saying it. How can you sit there and tell me that it's not true? What are you
me
talking
and Lauren
about?
didn't say the exact same thing, so don't apply that to me.
Kay, have you dated older men?
What do you mean by older?
I'll say about 7, 8 years older. 6, 7, 8 years older.
Well, my man is 6 years older than me. And in the past, I think the biggest age difference that I've ever had was probably like 12 years. Ow. But that was way back in college. But yeah, my man is like 6 years older than me. And, you know.
Okay. I see you. Ameera. You're married. How old is your husband?
My husband is 39.
And how old are you?
27.
That's much older. Can you explain to us why do women prefer to date older?
I would say it's the stability because typically older men tend to have more stability in their careers, their jobs. They tend to have more money. They tend to be able to lead. And women want a leader. And it's kind of hard to have a leader when he's the same age as you and he's learning things the same time you are. A woman wants a person that they can look up to and someone that's going to guide them and help them. And, so it's kind of hard to do that with someone your same age. And another thing is that if a woman dates a man that's younger than her, there is a problem with emasculation of the men because women, because of how we think and how we are, it's easy. If you let us dominate you, we will. So it's just, with older men, it's a little bit harder to do that. And another thing is that older men, this is all my opinion, by the way, older men, they tend to want younger women. Thank you. They tend to want younger women anyway because men don't want to age with their wife. They don't usually want to age the same time as their wife. They want to have the wife be like, how can I say this? Like their vitality. The wife is like their vitality. So that's another reason why I see that, this dynamic tends to work better. I had another reason, but I cannot remember it right now because I've talked too much already.
Anton, why are you over there like, yes? Anton, you are
she's
not
speaking of sentiments of my heart, and she's shooting 20. She's shooting 20. She's 20 for 20, perfect from the field right now.
Understandable. I mean, I'm not mad at her sentiments she just shared. But my thing is, Anton, you got married at what age?
22.
Okay. So didn't your wife prefer a 22-year-old man?
No, not necessarily. My wife didn't know anything but me, so she didn't have time to be for the streets to be able to develop the type of mindset that a lot of your friends may have.
So possibly your friends. So I'm just trying to figure out because you're like, yes. You're not.
Because it's accurate.
39?
I'm 39. Yep.
And Anton, you know what? Don't do that.
Really.
No, because look, okay,
we gotta stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. Why do women prefer to date older, Rilla?
Man, I really don't have much to add other than what Ameera said. I think she was spot on with it.
What?
Yeah, I honestly do. You think about, I don't know about y'all, but when I was in school and the older dudes would pull up in the IROC Z28s and the Mustang 5.0s or whatever, right?
IROC Z28.
That was my era. That's when cats was pulling up to the school, scooping the chicks with, right? The perception was that those men, not only were they older, they were more mature. They had their stuff together. They were already situated. And what you find, we talk a lot on this panel about hypergamy and women dating up and so on and so forth. That's always going to be the case when women are seeking prophet, priest, king, when they're seeking provision and protection, of course. And so when we talk to the young bloods, we're always talking about the age range from 18 to 30 that they need to stay focused, find their purpose, and stay on their, or I say in their purpose. They need to stay in their purpose. And it's really not until you hit your 40s that you really start maximizing your earning potential. What you're going to be is what you're going to be. And so I think for those reasons, and because women for the most part will seek out provision and protection first, that's why they prefer to date older men. I don't think it has much to do with the fact that women mature at a particular rate or whatever. It's protection and provision.
So wait a minute, y'all honestly think that an older guy, Kay, Lauren, y'all honestly think, because y'all talked about maturity and all of this stuff, you think that these older guys that's dating these younger girls are looking at them like they're mature and they're on their level? Honestly,
So
No.
again, wait, let me.
Go ahead. Because he said Ameera, Kay, Lauren. I didn't know who was going to answer first. Go ahead.
I just want to clarify what I thought, because remember, I started it by saying I'm gonna talk about myself. I don't know why women do. I don't know. I'm talking about myself and what I did when I was 23. Obviously, I was not in a position to be married, so I wasn't necessarily looking for the highest earner. I was just in a position to have a good time with a man who's passionate intellect. So, yeah, so I was speaking in terms of my own experience. I'm not projecting that onto why women do that. So, I guess to bring it back, I don't necessarily have a response.
Well, y'all said, because both of y'all started off by saying, well, women mature faster than men and all of this.
I didn't say that. Anton, you be lying.
Anton, I started it off and I said, you know what? Let me go back and speak from my own perspective. So you're right. I did say that. However, I said, let me go back, scratch that. Let me talk about what I went to. So, but when you asked the question, Anton, you said about women. I don't know. So I'm just going to like X-name myself out of this conversation because I don't know why. I agree with Ameera. After listening to her perspective, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Sure. So if I had to do a +1, it would be to Ameera's comment. But I was, yeah, there you go, girl. Get your little, but but for me, when I was speaking,
for y'all when y'all get done,
I was speaking specifically to my own experience as a young girl, young, immature, not immature, but just like, yeah, I just didn't have a direction back then. So,
Anton, why you always got to say what somebody said that they didn't say? Say it again. What did I say? What did me and Lauren both say? Because it wasn't true. You said that we said,
Lauren just admitted to saying it. How can you sit there and tell me that it's not true? What are you
me and
talking
Lauren
about?
didn't say the exact same thing, so don't apply that to me.
This chick is so, y'all, I just can only imagine the type of conversations that you are having with your man that is 6 years older than you. He probably just be like, oh my God, just give me the rope now. Jesus, be a fence, take me up to
Jesus,
the sunshine and the stars and take me away. Jeez, oh please. Do you do this with everybody? Like, is this normal?
If anybody says that I said something that I didn't say, absolutely, I'm going to say I didn't say that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.